Hello everyone, how are you guys? Let me know if you can see me, you can hear me. I mean, you can see my desk and you can hear me. Just a tiny bit late today. My laptop decided to hang up on me, so yeah. Hello, hello. It's gonna be a fun and long live. So I'm just gonna wait for a few people to join in and then I'm gonna get started. Until then, on the back, like on the side, I'm just gonna go ahead and sort out the images that I'm gonna use. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you? So, everyone who is watching right now in live or later in rewatch, this is Neha Tulsyan from Crescent Creation, and today I'm gonna play with some lawn fawn products. Yay, that's super exciting, right? Lawn fawn just makes me smile. I mean, I just love lawn fawn products, so yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys must be the same like me. So hopefully, you guys are as excited as I am today for this live. So just gonna wait for a few more seconds and then we're gonna move forward. Just if you are here watching me, go ahead and say hi or something on the comments so that I know you are here. I cannot wait to get started. I'm like kind of anxious here waiting for you guys. Hmm. Too quiet today, huh? Dawn said she'll be here, but I guess she's not here yet. So, okay. Well, I think I'll go ahead and get started. I just actually wanted a couple more people so that when we are assembling the platform pop-up whole the pop-up card, then it would be nice to have people around and just see how I'm doing it. Well, it is a fairly easy interactive die to use. It's really, really easy. So I'm just going to talk what I'm going to do today and then we'll move forward. So today what I'm doing is I'm creating the platform pop-up cards from Lawn Fawn. So I'm using the new platform pop-up die and I'm also going to use the add-on that goes with this die. You do not have to use this, but it just is a good addition with the main die because it helps you create the scenes, at least the background of the scenes. So I just thought I should have this along with this die. So you get a lot of small and big pieces with this die. What you need to do is so there is this main die here, this one that you see like kind of a hexagon here. So you need to cut out two pieces of that. So I used my pattern papers today. So I used the spring floral pattern papers from Lawn Fawn to die cut these pieces. So you have to cut two of these. So here I have cut two of them. So you kind of need, if you're using a pattern paper, especially a 6x6 pattern paper, you need to make sure that you have two of that design to finish this card. So I needed two of these papers because it covers the complete 6x6 pattern paper. So I used two of these papers to cut out these two main pieces that's gonna create the base of my platform. Okay. And then there are these T-shapes. Okay, so there is this T die. There are these T shapes. So you need to cut three of these. You can choose to cut out of the same pattern paper if you want, or you can choose to cut out of white cardstock as I have done here today. I'm going to show you one practice platform that I did off camera, just to make sure that I don't mess up on camera. So here you can see the T pieces. These are the T pieces that I'm talking about. So these are the T pieces that goes and fits in here like this. So for this card, I actually cut these T pieces out of my pattern paper itself. So if you are cutting out of pattern paper these T pieces, then you need 3 of the pattern papers, similar pattern papers, for the whole thing to die cut out. Okay, I hope that is making sense. You need 3 pieces, 3 6x6 pattern papers to create this whole thing. Okay, since I only had 2 of these pattern papers, this white one which I'm going to make in front of you today, I cut these T pieces out of white cardstock. Okay, so now I'm just gonna keep these dies aside. Well, I will just talk about this here too, and then I'm gonna go ahead and keep these aside and then start assembling my pop-up card. So this one here is this add-on die, which cuts out from the platform pop-up add-on die. Okay, so this is the big piece, and it just goes here. Well, let me just score it a little bit so that it's easy for me to show you. So just scoring the piece here, folding on the score lines that the die made for me, and here, this is how this goes here, easy peasy. So you just need a 1/8 inch of score tape, and that just, helps you to glue this piece there like this, and that just, helps you create the background for your scenes, and just looks a little more kind of, at least to me, it looks more finished, because then I can have, as you know, I love creating scenes, so this was kind of a must-have for me. So that's how it is. And for so this is gonna go on this card, and here I just showed you what you can do apart from just, if you're here I'm gonna do some ink blending for this card. But for this card, I thought maybe I'll just cut it out of a different die. So I used polka dot backdrop die from Fawn, which is this one. And I die cut this piece again. Once I die cut with the add-on die, and then I die cut it out of this die. So just helps to give some design to my background. So here, this is how it looks. And this is how it's gonna go in there. So easy peasy. Okay, so there you go. So let's get started. I'm gonna just keep everything aside, keep my platform guy here, the already assembled one piece here, and then let's get started here. So this is the piece. First, I'm gonna go ahead and reinforce all my score lines. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fold on those score lines that my die made, making sure everything is nice and folds back and forth nicely, so that our platform pop-up card will move smoothly. So just folding back on those lines, all of them, using my fingers. You can even use your bone folder if you want to reinforce these score lines. Okay, so here, oops, third one. So Elizabeth, I know you're more into Simon Hurley stamps and dies, but do you like Fawn, Elizabeth? And did you even buy any of these platform dies or anything, or are you looking forward to get anything? So here, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and get my score tape. Okay, and I'm just gonna add some tape around. So I'm gonna put it on the good side, like the pattern paper side up, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of tape at the very bottom flap and on this side flap. Okay, so that's it. So just here and here, that's all. You do not have to do anything else. So I'm going to do the same, repeat the same steps for the other piece too here. Okay. There you go. And so now my pieces are ready, and you have to add the T shapes. Okay, so for the two T die cuts, you need to add tape to the bottom flap like this. So here you see I have already added the tape on these two bottom flaps. So there you go. And what I have to do is now, so now my tape is on this side, on the pattern paper on this side. You want to flip this piece so that the tape is on the back. Same with the T piece. So this piece, here is the tape, you want to flip it, okay? And then you need to feed this through the cut that we have here, okay? Fold this on the bottom fold, the score line. Make sure that the T piece is all nice and straight. So it should be nice and straight, completely flush, okay, here, and nice and tight here. And then I'm going to fold this piece and take off the backing for my score tape, making sure everything is straight. And then I'm just going to go ahead and press this here, and that's it, it's glued. The next step would be, I'll take this out, okay, open this piece up, okay, and I'm gonna fold this over. That's it. So this piece is ready. So here I have my first piece for my platform base. That's okay. I was just asking if you were interested in the platform die from Lawn Fawn, Elizabeth. So again, this piece we're gonna repeat the same steps. So here again, the tape side goes down. Same with the T piece, the tape side goes down. Feed it through the hole. Fold it on the first score line. Hold it so that it's nice and snug and straight. Fold this piece, fold the flap on the T piece, and then remove the backing, and then just have it here, just like this. And then lastly, you're going to remove the backing for the top flap, the score tape backing for the top flap, then fold it over again like this, and then just fold this here and glue this piece. And that's it. So the two pieces are ready. Okay. So these are the two pieces that goes like this, and that creates your platform pop-up. So now here, this is the third piece which we add here, right? So now we have to first add this before we close this together. So there comes this third piece. So you have this flap. I actually added tape here, but you do not have to add tape here. So what you need to do is you need to actually cut this off. We do not need this flap for this third T piece. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim off that excess flap, and I already have some score tape here, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove the backing for my score tape. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and pick one of these pieces. You can pick any of them and just glue this piece here, making sure it's nice and straight. And I tried to kind of line this T with whoops, yeah. So I kind of eyeball it, making sure that it's nice and straight even on this side. That's all. And then I just, once I'm confident that it's nice and good, I just go ahead and press it like here. So here you can see when you cut it, it's literally on the score line. It's sitting on the score line. So that's what you want. You do not want it coming out. So if it is, sticking out a little bit, you just want to trim off that excess piece that's sticking out. Okay. So that's there. Next, you're gonna apply glue here so that these two pieces can glue. So I just like to use my score tape. Also, you can use a little bit of liquid glue if you want. So it helps. It helps you to have that little bit of wiggle room when you're gluing these two pieces together. Okay, so I have my glue here. But before that, I'm going to go ahead and glue this flap. So I'm just going to remove the backing. Okay, just using my nails. Sometimes it's hard. So remove the backing. Okay. Put it here. Make sure both are nice and straight. And that's when you go ahead and glue this piece. So now that this is done, so here we have the tape. Tape is here, okay? So now you just have to line these two together, and this will glue. So you want to make sure that's what. So you want to make sure they are lined up nicely. And if you think that just tape is not very easy for you, just so you can add a little bit of liquid glue here. It just helps you give that little bit of wiggle room, so that even if you make a mistake, you can remove and you can fix it. So here it's almost done. You can see it's all coming together. And lastly, you just have to remove the backing from this flap. Okay, and then just fold it over. If everything has been lined up, this piece will also line up nicely, and you don't have to worry about anything else here. And that finishes our platform popper. So this is how it looks. Oops. And this is how it's going to go in the envelope. And this is how it is. So here you go. So here are my two pieces, okay? Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on first on my background piece, okay? And so I'm not going to work on this. I'm just going to work on this piece here. So I'm going to work on my background first, and then I'm going to work on my images, and then that's how we'll finish the card, okay? So I'm going to keep these aside and bring this background. So I did not say, you guys, what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to quickly say that too. I'm going to use my Lawn Fawn Rubber Dub Dub stamp set as my main, for my main images. So I'm going to use the Rubber Dub Dub Flip Flop and the Rubber Dub Dub main stamp set. And also I have taken some few images from Bubble of Joy stamp set. Okay, I'm just going to show you those in few minutes. Let me just first go ahead and work on the background. Hey, Elizabeth is back. Yay, I have someone to talk to today. It seems like it's just us, Elizabeth. Just me and you today. How are you? Sorry, I already asked it and I'm asking again. So yeah, so for my background, what I'm planning to do is, since it's like I'm creating some baby cards, like welcome baby or something like that. So, and I thought these images would be super cute. So I'm going to use this bubble stencil from Lawn Fawn for my background. So I'm going to add lots of bubbles for my background so that it just looks more like the whole bathroom is filled with bubbles while these cute ducks and ducklings are playing and having fun in the bathtub. So let's see. I just don't want a very dark bubbles. I just want very light pastel kind of bubbles. So I'm just gonna grab some of my distress oxides, and I'm just gonna use some lighter colors like spun sugar and wilted violet kind of color, not wilted violet, sorry, Victorian velvet kind of color. So I'm just gonna grab. You're gonna see a few of my hands a couple of times because I'm trying to grab all my stress oxide inks. Where's the spun sugar? Sorry, I forgot to take these out before, and now all you have to see is my hands here. So Victorian velvet, tumbled glass, and spun sugar. Where is the spun sugar? Padded rose. I can use padded rose too. I think that is going to look very pretty. If I can find my spun sugar today. Nope, not yet. Okay, maybe not today. Okay, I just have to be happy with the tattered rose, I guess. So some purple, some pinks. You can even use some yellows. For the yellows, we can use colors like mustard seed would be a little dark spiced. Squeezed lemonade would be nice. Yeah. So let's just go ahead and start creating some bubbles to add the background. You know me, if I am ink blending, I need my matte out. I don't like to have color on my glass surface. So here you go. And I'm just gonna quickly start adding some colors. Okay, and I don't want to add a lot of colors again. So okay, let's see. So for the yellow, I'm using squeezed lemonade. You can even, if your brushes are pretty saturated, you can just go with your brushes as is, not bring any color. Let's see how that goes. So I'm not putting any color on my brush, and I'm just using what's already there. Okay, and let's see what look that gives to me. So here, look at that. Not bad, right? That looks pretty. So maybe one bigger one here, little bit overlapping. Okay. Maybe a little bit of orange. So again, I have not added any color apart from just a little bit of yellow on my yellow brush. That is Squeezed Lemonade Distress Oxide ink. So these are my Distress Oxide ink brushes. So I just use use these brushes when I'm blending Distress Oxide inks. So yeah, there you go. Maybe my purple brush. See how much of color these brushes hold. I mean, I kind of can create the whole background without inking these brushes again and again, which is so super cool. So next one is here, maybe a smaller one. I like that. See, that looks really pretty, right? The purple and the yellow and the orange together. Maybe I'm gonna do that again in this smaller one. So here you go. Or maybe two more here. One more. This time I'm gonna bring some blue and some pinkish purple kind of color here. And oops, sorry. And a little bit of orange here. Okay. Hello, Moon. So Elizabeth is saying, one day I get a couple of Distress Oxide. So I didn't understand it. Are you planning to buy some Distress Oxide inks, Elizabeth? That's what you're saying? I don't think I can live without my Distress Oxide inks. I just love them too much. Yeah, that's right, too much. So here, just adding randomly colors, and just right now I'm adding some smaller bubbles here and there, just with different colors. Again, no color in my brush. I haven't added any new color. It's just the colors from previous projects. See how cool is that? I'm making this bigger bubble here. Ooh, that looks nice, right? Wow, I love this. And I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly add a little bit of these same colors on the edges too, because the edges looks too white to me and that's not what I like. So there you go. Little bit of blue maybe on the side. Ooh, I like that blue. Maybe a little bit more on all the sides. Yeah. So see, that looks nice. And now what I'm gonna do is, just to make this look a little more realistic, I'm gonna go grab my white paint, which is my white ink, or I can just do yeah, I think okay, let's do that. So I'm just gonna grab my white pigment ink here, and I'm gonna grab a smaller blending brush. I'm just gonna quickly add some white ink on few of these bubbles. So yeah, this is how it's gonna look. I don't know if you can really see it. Yeah, I might, go back. Okay, hold on. Looks like I have someone on my gate. I'm so sorry. I need to see that. I'm all alone at home, so just give me 1 second. I'm gonna mute myself and go see who is on the door. Sorry guys. I'm here. I'm back here. I'm so sorry. I have to. Okay. Just had someone on the door and I had to answer them. So sorry, you guys. That has never happened to me before. So, okay, I hope you guys are okay here. Still with me. I am back and I'm just here adding some white ink, some highlights to my bubbles here, just making them look a little more realistic. And I like how this one has nice opaque look. I want that for all my bubbles, but this is still wet. I'm using pigment ink and it's nice and wet and I don't want to smear it. So I'm just gonna work around it, or at least I'll try to work around it. Let's see how that goes. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'll come back and add some more on these three bigger ones, but this is how my background will look. Okay. So I'm just going to come back and add more color once these two are dry. Okay. So that's it. And I also wanted to see how I had something in my mind. So for the platform, so my images are all going to go here. This background is going to come here, right? So these areas are going to be really empty. I can use this area to add my sentiment, but still I thought, what else can I add in this area? So I die cut this bubble piece out of the die. I do not remember the die name, this one. So I'm not sure what the die name is, but I'm going to link it in the description box below later after the live. Okay, so I cut it out using my vellum piece here, okay, vellum paper, and I'm just gonna, at the back of the die cut, I'm just gonna go with my blending brushes and just add some color. Okay, so again, kind of just adding color. There you go. See how that looks? So I think when we add this at the back here, it's going to look really pretty. So you see that? Just will go with the whole theme, and it's going to look really cute. So we're going to do that when we are assembling the cards. So, but since I have all my blending brushes out, I'm just going to go ahead and ink 2 of these pieces, because to cover the all the 4 sides of the box, you need 2 of these pieces. Okay, so here, inking this area. Okay, so remember, I'm using a vellum piece and I'm just inking the back of it. And this is how the front looks. Ooh, I like this. I like all the yellows that pops from the back. It just looks so super cute. So here is the 2. Okay, so we're going to add this later. So I'm going to keep this aside for now. Okay, now it's time for us to work on the images. So let me just clean up my desk here real quick. And then I'm going to bring the images and we're going to color the images together. And then will come the fun part where we'll assemble this pop-up card. So, okay. So here are all these images. I have already stamped them. So most of the images are from the main Rubber Dub Dub stamp set. And a couple of images, the 2 images are from Rubber Dub Dub Flip Flop stamp set. And few of the bubbles and images are from the bubble maker, like this one, Bubbles of Joy stamp set. Okay, so here are all my images. So what my thought was, since I'm creating 2 cards, of course I'm not creating 2 cards on camera, but I will be finishing this pink one too. I thought maybe I'll create this for baby girl, and I will have my little ducks or the ducklings in pink color. I'll color them in pink and have my bigger ducks, these 2 ducks, in maybe gray or yellow color. I'll see what goes at that time. But for this color, I'm making it a gender neutral card. So I'm going to color my ducklings in yellow color, and I'm going to color these 2 ducks here in gray color again. Okay. So that's what I plan to do. I don't know if I'm going to use these many images. I might, because I love creating scene and I think I can put all these images in there. So we'll see, but we'll start with coloring the main images, which is the bathtub, these 2 bigger ducks and few of the ducklings, and then we'll see how that goes from there. So I'm going to use some warm gray markers for my ducks here. I'm going to color them like kind of lighter shades of gray with a little bit of darker shadows here and there. So let's start with that. So I'm going to use W7 as my darkest marker here, okay? And just add shadows wherever needed. Okay. There you go. Okay. Thank you, Elizabeth. So what else are you working on, Elizabeth? So here is the next one, which is W4. Did you guys see the new release from Simon Hurley Create? We're gonna order, we have placed the order from them. So it's gonna come in store real quickly, but I'm gonna have all the products today on pre-orders at crescentcreation.com, so you can check the products if you're interested on our website. So that goes my W4 there. And now next I'm gonna go ahead and use W1. So what are your favorite products, Elizabeth, from his release, from Simon Hurley Create release? Or you think you like all of them? I know Elizabeth loves Simon Hurley Create, And because of her, I have started using few of his products, and I must say I'm loving them too. I especially love the Lunar pastes. They are so incredibly amazing. I just love them. If you haven't given it a try, you should, because those pastes are just butter. And they are so nice and vibrant colors. Oh, I love them. So here, and we currently have all the colors on our website. So here, there is it. And I'm just gonna go over the whole area because it's a very lighter color. The W00 is a very light color. So here I'm just gonna go all over like that. So that finishes the body of the duck. I really like how it's looking. It's almost like a white duck with those few shadows. It's just cute. Oh, okay. So next I'm gonna color the beak and the feet here. So I'm just gonna use some oranges. So I'm using YR18 as my darkest color here. Okay. Next I'm using my YR04. This is my go-to blend when it comes to orange color. I just love this this blend, YR18, YR04, and YR02. I think it just gives you a very pretty nice orange combination with these three colors together. And maybe I'm just going to use a little bit of this YR02 and add a little bit of to its cheek too. And I'm going to blend that with W00 here. So that's how it's going to be. Do you want me to go a little bit like, hold on, let me just go, yeah, there. Let me just zoom in here so that you guys can see more clearly what I'm doing. Sorry about the whole movement of the camera. So again, just here, adding shadows using my W7. I'm going to color this and this exactly the same. Well, I shouldn't say exactly, but yeah, kind of the same. Adding shadows. So here I'm not really following any rule like usually I do, like whichever direction my critters are facing, that side I add usually shadows. But to this guy, of course I'm adding more shadows on this area, but I'm also adding on this side because that's where the natural shadows will fall for the just beneath the hand, a little bit on the curve here. So I'm just not really following any rule today. I'm just looking at the picture, and wherever I feel like I should add shadows, I'm adding shadows. So next is my W4. So sometimes you'll feel that there is a lot of gap between W4 and W7, and you would be like, wow, those colors don't blend. But actually, if you give them a little bit of time, and if you go over, sometimes if they don't blend properly, you can add a second layer, and they do a pretty good job. So just work with the colors. You do not need a whole lot of copy colors to do a good blending. So there you go. Next is W1. So Elizabeth says that yeah, I'm a sucker for his designs. But the pine strip background and lunar paste, I feel I will use the most. But the zesty and the pretty peonies are really nice too. Oh, and the duck is looking nice. Thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth. Yes, I think, yeah, I also loved his pine strips background stamp set. I think I'm gonna grab one that for myself too, because yeah, I think that's a very versatile set, and you can use it for with a lot of different cards. You can just create backgrounds out of it. So yes, so that's there. And lastly, I'm gonna come up, oops, sorry, not that, with my W00 and then blend everything together. So I think my colors are blending pretty well, and usually with this big stamp image, I like to go over the image twice. Okay, add 2 layers of color. But with this one, I feel like my colors are blending pretty well. I do not need a second layer, so I'm not going to go ahead and do that. But if you are coloring this image and you think that you need to add um, more layer to make the colors look blended, you should go ahead and do that. A second layer always helps to add in more clarity to the image and brings out the image even further. So do not worry about the extra step. You should do that because that's going to look really pretty. So here, lastly, going in with my YR02 and a little bit on the cheeks, and oops, not this one. Blend with my lightest color, which is, oh, what am I doing? With W00. So that's there. So these are the two cute ducks. Now I'm gonna color these cuter ducklings, and I'm gonna color them all yellow. Okay, so I have 4 of them, and maybe this guy too here. Let's see. So I'm gonna use some yellows for these guys. I'm gonna use W19, sorry, Y19, Y13, and Y11. Okay, Y19 being my darkest color and Y11 as my lightest color. So I'm going to start with one of these guys. Again, not following any rule, just adding shadows wherever I feel the natural shadows will fall on this, on these colors, on these images. So there you go. So cute. I'm going to just work on a couple of images at a time so that it moves a little faster, because I do have a lot of images to color here. There you go. So if you're watching, so of course a lot of people would be watching this on rewatch, because it's just me and Elizabeth today here on live. Let me know in the comment section below what all new Lawn Fawn products you guys liked, or what's on your wish list if you haven't bought anything yet. So what are the things that you really liked from Lawn Fawn, and you know, what are things that you are okay, like you can buy it a little later. I have been seeing on the Lawn Fawn Addicts group that a lot of people are still asking about this platform dye, and they're like, is it really worth it to buy right now, or we can wait for it? I think this is really cool, and the way everyone is using this dye, because it's so easy to use, we all will end up buying it, because it's like we all are enablers, right? It's just everyone has been sharing so much with this dye, and I just love all the designs everyone has shared till now. It's just amazing. And I know after using this once, I know why everyone is crazy about it, because it's just so beautiful and it's so easy to create. Like, it's really easy to create. I think this is one of Lawn Fawn's really pretty and really easy interactive dye to use, and it creates some wonderful designs at the end, and it doesn't take hours for you to put it together. So that's the best part about the dye. So if you're still thinking, if you really love creating interactive cards, I think this is, as per me, this is a must-have dye, really, seriously. It is that cute. So now just working on these guys' feet and beak. I don't know if there is a technical term for these things, but I'm just gonna wing it with the more layman term that everyone knows, or at least that's what I know. So here, just, okay, that looks good. And since these are like really tiny images, I'm not going with my medium color here. I'm just literally going with my lighter color. So the darker, I added the shadows, and then just blending it with my lighter color. Okay, with images that small, you do not need to use all 3 or 4 colors. You just can get away with using 1 or 2. So that finishes my ducks. Maybe I'm just gonna add a little bit blush to their cheeks to all of them. Like, I mean, why not? They are so stinking cute and they should have a nice rosy cheeks. And I'm gonna blend that with my Y11 marker. Hi Pam, how are you? I'm so glad you can join us. So that's our ducks here. I'm just gonna quickly color this small duck too. I think it's gonna look cute somewhere on the card. I'm not sure if I'm gonna add it, but if I want to, I should have that option. So using the same Y markers, W19, W13, and W11. So I'm not sure builder law, but I love watching people work with all the parts. Yes, that is. I know it is. It is a cute die set. I know. I understand, Elizabeth, that you're not so much into it, but I just. I mean, I cannot resist it. So yeah. So that goes there. Okay, and now we just have to color these itty bitty things. So and this guy here. So this is important. So this one, I'm thinking, what color should I use for my bathtub? I'm probably maybe pink. Oh no, I don't want to, because I'm trying to create a gender neutral card with this one. I don't want to really use pink or blue until I really have to. Maybe green. What do you think? Green would look good? I think green would look good. I'll go for just like some lighter greens. Let's see. Like not very dark greens. Ooh, okay. Hold on just 1 second. Let's see. Let's see how these three looks. So let me grab a scrap piece of cardstock here and see how these colors are gonna go. So this is my G02. On that, I'm going to use G20. Okay. Oh, my G20 looks, it's kind of dry. This is a new, I don't like that. This is my new marker. I did not even use this. Oh. I don't know if it is the marker or it's just dry. I hope it does not have any holes anywhere. Oh, I'm sad now. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I do not want to do blue bathtub because I'm gonna add lots of blues and purples for the bubbles. So it's gonna be too much of blue. And secondly, I'm trying to create a baby card, a gender neutral baby card. So I don't really want to add blue. So I'm thinking to go a lighter kind of color of green. So that's what I'm looking. I really like the G02 here, but I'm just seeing what other colors will go with it. So G20 and G02 looks good. I need just a darker color that goes with the G02. Let's see if G2. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and use G16 as my darker color, G02 as my medium color, and G20 as my lighter color. Sorry, the lightest color, or the lighter color, whatever. You're doing house hunting today, Pam. Oh, are you looking for house, Pam? How's the search going on? So this is just adding here, just adding shadows from both the sides. A little bit at the bottom. Okay. Then come in with G02. I will have to go over this with a second time too. I can see that already. Okay, and then lastly coloring it with my G20. I'm just blending everything together. So I'm going to go back. I'm not using my darker color here. I'm just going back with my medium color, which is G02. And then again blending that with my G20. It's a different kind of combination. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and color this area here. So yes, Pam says yes, I'm house hunting. Going to see any places today. I'm going to see any places today. Okay, yeah, that's hard. I know we were house hunting last year, and it was a lot of work. So yeah, it's not fun. I know. So all the best to you. So that goes there. Green. I might add a little bit of green in one of the images more, just to have similar kind of color going on all over. So hi guys, can you see me? You guys can hear me, right? I had some internet issue, it seems. So yes, the video is black. Just give me a minute. Let me fix it for you. Okay, I guess I'm back. Okay, hold on one second. Yeah, I'm back now. So while I was away, while my internet was not working and I was figuring things out, at the same time it colored all these images here. Okay, so okay, yeah. So the internet was giving me a little bit of trouble, but I'm back now. And let's see. So I have a few more images to go, and then I'm gonna go ahead and assemble the card. So just bear with me for a few more minutes as I color these cute images. So for my this here, I'm coloring it using some E markers, the little ship here. So I'm using E49 and E47 Copic markers here. And for those little dots there, I'm going to go ahead and use E44. Okay. Okay, so that's there. Now for this guy, the bubble bath bottle, I'm thinking to do some BG colors. So I'm using BG49 as my darker marker here. Adding darker shadows from both the sides. And then I'm just going to quickly blend it using BG45. So I'm just using two colors here. I'm just going to go ahead and finish this here. And for this area, the sticker part where the bubble bath is, I'm just going to use a little bit of this Y marker and finish this. So I'm just catching up on chat. Pam says that yes, it is good. Yes, you should have a very positive approach to this, Pam, because I know I'm telling about with my experience that it took us almost a year to find a home, a home that we love, that just work for us. So I'm not saying that it's going to take you that long, but yes, a positive approach just keeps you more sane, I would say, because this process can be very overwhelming. Finding a home for yourself, it's not easy. So hang in there. I'm sure you're gonna find something that works for you. So again, just gonna use the same color here too. These tiny images are so cute when they're put on the card, but it just takes forever to color these images. It's so tiny that they take quite a long time. So now for my bubbles, okay? So I'm gonna pick some purples and blues and pinks and a little bit of yellow to color all my images, all the bubbles. Okay, so here I have some, pastel colors here. So it's RV52, BV000, BG01, and Y13. Okay, so I'm going to use these four markers to add some colors to all my bubbles. I'm going to start with the purple color. There is no certain way to do this. It's just you want to add some colors to it. Like you want to add kind of rainbow colors because there is really no light on the bubbles, but it's the light rays that reflects through them, and that's what add colors to these guys. So you're gonna just add some rainbow kind of colors to these, and that's what makes them look really pretty. I know there are a lot of videos on YouTube where you can see if you really want to create those like professional looking bubbles or realistic bubbles. There are a lot of videos you can follow. But for me, I don't really fuzz on those things. I do sometimes, but not all the time, especially if I'm creating these cute cards. There are already a lot of things going on the card, so I don't really worry about adding so much of detail to all my images. I just try to do whatever works for me, and that is just adding a little bit of shadows here and there and just creating what I like, and that's all. So do what you like. Don't get carried away with whatever other people like. Okay, so do what you can and just have fun. That's what I like to do. So here you go, adding some colors. So for me, adding a little bit of details and just using few of my favorite supplies is what is more fun for me in card making. So here I'm just working with BG01 and just adding color beside the purple that I just added, which is BV000. Okay. Next I'm going to go ahead and use the pink, which is RV52. Just add, oops, my RV. A lot of my colors are dried now on me. I need to sit one day and check all my Copic markers. I haven't really had the time to sit and really look at them, and I haven't done any maintenance of these pieces or for my Copic markers. So I guess it's high time I do that, because a lot of my Copic markers are like all dry on me, and especially a few of them are, especially the new ones that I got lately, like they're not really that old. So I just wonder if either they were dry when I bought them, or either they are like, sometimes you have these really small cracks or very 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 tiny cracks. That's what everyone has been telling me, and that's you have it somewhere on your marker, and because of that your markers dry how much ever you refill them. So I hope that's not the case, because if that's the case, then I'm doomed. I need to have a different marker of that same color, which is I need to invest more than that means. So yeah, that's a one big drawback about Copic markers. I love them, but then I don't like that beside the price sometimes you just get things that don't work for you. So here I'm just, once I have added the colors, I'm just using my colorless blender here and just blending all the four colors. So really colorless blender don't do the blending for you, but they kind of do sometimes. So here it's just works for me because the colors are very harsh. They look very harsh, but with the colorless blender, they all kind of look blended together. So just blending, and that's it. I did not color this image, and I think I'm just gonna leave it because I'm now really excited to actually assemble this whole thing. So now that I have all my images, I'm just gonna go ahead and start assembling. And before that, let me look at my background. Where did that go? Okay, yeah. So here is my back piece, the add-on piece, and I'm gonna go ahead and add that little bit of white detail to all these bubbles. So there you go. Coming back to that. So you see, that looks really pretty. Ooh, I like that. So maybe one here. Okay. And maybe one here for this guy. So there you go. So that's my background. And I'm just going to quickly hit this with my heat tool. Since the white ink is the pigment ink, it's best to use the heat tool. And I'm just gonna zoom out a little bit here. Sorry about the camera moving so much. Okay, there you go. So now what to do is, you need a 1/8 inch tape, score tape, okay? And you want to put that at the back of this image, at the back of this piece that I cut, okay? So that just helps to glue your background piece to your main platform piece here. So use a strong adhesive because this is what is gonna just hold this whole piece. So you wanna make sure that you're using a strong adhesive. This one here, the one I'm using, is from Fawn. You can just use whatever works for you, whatever you have in hand. Just make sure it's nice and strong, that's all. So now you just have to put it here. So you just see how you have this little bit of space here. That's it. That's the space you want to just pop this inside, pop this background inside, okay? So there is nothing much to do. You just lightly push this there and it kind of fits like a puzzle. It might look a little difficult, but it's really easy to do, okay? So here, make sure you have not, okay. So here you go. And just to make sure that everything is nice and flat, going flat, I just like to lay this down here and just push this here like this so that everything is nice and glued properly. And this is how my card looks. And this is here. So you can see that looks so pretty and colorful, right? I just love all these colors here at the background. That's so cute. So now it's time to put all our images. So I'm just gonna figure out where I want my images to go. And from there, I'm gonna go ahead and quickly glue these. Oh, I forgot to color the legs of these, the stub. I probably will just add a little bit of warm gray marker here. So I'm using W9. Oops, sorry. And where is the W7? And W7 here. So there we go. Okay, so now that we are gluing down these pieces, you just want to make sure that when you're adding glue, you want to add to the very bottom of these pieces. That's all, nothing else. So I actually would like to use my liquid glue, my trusty liquid glue. That's what I like to use because that means I have a little bit of time to move my pieces, okay? So that's why I like to use my liquid glue. So here I've glued my bottom, that's my first image, to the center of the centerpiece, the center T that I had, and I'm gonna go ahead and glue the shower and the shower head here. Maybe I can add a little bit of liquid here too, so that so wherever you can, I think for pieces like this, images like this, wherever you can glue them with a little bit of support, like glue them in two pieces, you should do that. Like for example, oops, sorry, it's not yet dried. I should not pull that like this. Okay. So like for these two pieces, I kind of put the shower head, lying on my bathtub. So it's kind of, because it's a very thin piece, it just gives a little bit of support to each other. So that way you want to you make sure that these are not gonna go anywhere and they're gonna stay in place. So just do that, and that just helps with the whole thing, with all the images to stay in place. Let me just move my markers in place. So, and here you go. Yeah. So here are my two big ducks, and I was thinking to add one of these duck here at the background like this, and maybe this guy maybe here. Okay, so yeah. So this here on the feet, I'm just gonna add a little bit of liquid glue on the feet, and just glue this there. Okay, this is how it looks till now. Next one, like this. It's like a mom and a dad giving shower to all the babies. Oops, sorry. Oh, where are you guys? Where are you going? Come on. Come on. Work with me. I think it's time for some chocolate pudding. So taking you to the kitchen with me. Oh, I would like to have something like a chocolate pudding. Okay, what else? So I have not yet thought about the sorry, it just keeps popping back out. Come on, don't do. I have not yet thought about the sentiment, so we'll see how that goes. But I want to just first put all my images here. So this guy can be holding one of these bubble ones. Okay, like that. So let's see. I'm kind of trying to blow the bubbles, something like that. So there you go. Okay. And have him maybe here on the front, or maybe here. Maybe here. Okay. Let's have him here. The parents are asking him to go in the bathtub, and he's just enjoying with the bubbles. Yeah, super cute. And let's have one of our duckies in the bathtub itself. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue here and have him here at the back like this. So he's having fun here with his toys. So maybe let's add this sheep here like this, kind of that he's holding something like this. Yeah, maybe more like this. Yeah. Okay, so this is how it looks till now. Okay, let me know what else can I do about it. So I'm gonna add a lot of bubbles towards the end, all these bubbles all around, but I'm just having fun playing with the images and seeing which goes where. So we can have one more of this guy. Okay, so the mom is behind kind of this guy, trying to say that, okay, please let's have some bath, and she is here behind this guy with the bottle itself, and this guy is just having fun running away from the mom, something like this. Okay, and yeah, he also has one of these hot bubbles, and he's just having fun with the bubble. Okay, and then maybe we can have one of these guys here, like out, maybe inside in this here like this. Okay, let's do that. So till now this is how it looks. Okay, so when I close it, I just want to make sure when I close that everything lays flat, which is the fun part. And then when you push it back up, this is how it looks till now. How do you guys like it? I think it looks cute, right? Not able to see much of the back duck. I might have to remove this image here. Oops, sorry, I don't want to. Oh, please don't get ruined. Maybe it will. Oopsies. Okay, not that much, not that bad. Maybe I can add this here like this, because yeah, because of this that back duck is not showing. I want him to show, so let's just add this piece here, maybe just like that. Okay, so that looks good. Now it's time to add all these bubbles. So I'm thinking to add few of the bubbles here, but most of the bubbles I'm planning to use some acetate piece, and I'm just gonna glue them there. So let me go grab my acetate sheets here. I'm just looking for the acetate sheets. You can use any packaging or something too for this part. I am just looking if I can find my acetates good. If not, then I'm gonna go grab some packaging actually. So there you go, I found it. So here I'm just gonna go ahead and use some thin strips of acetate. Okay, just gonna cut some small pieces here. So that's gonna look good, and I'm gonna add some tape to these pieces, because that's what's gonna hold them nice and strong. So, oops, sorry. Okay. Okay, here you go. So how was the chocolate pudding, Pam? Did you enjoy it? I'm still stuck to the chocolate pudding. I guess I'm hungry. So there you go. And let's see. I want maybe one of this here so that the bubble looks okay. So I'm gonna add this piece here. I'm gonna remove this. It's a little tall, so I'm just gonna trim this a little bit here. So you see, there you go. That's oops. So there you go. I keep popping this back out. I don't know how. Okay, so that's one. I want to add maybe one here, as if he's trying to pop that bubble with his nose. So that's gonna look really cute. So let's see how long I want it to be. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe a little bit shorter. Okay. You're having fun, right, Pam? On the recliner with your pudding and YouTube. What more can you ask? Amazing. Enjoy your time. So just removing the double-sided tape. So this one I'm thinking to add the heart bubble. This one here. And here I'm just gonna go ahead and glue this piece just at the back. There you go. See, it's like kind of, he's like trying to pop this with his beak, like with his mouth, like this, like this. So that's there, and maybe few heart pieces at the background. So here, just having a little bit of glue and popping that here, maybe here and here. Oops. Okay, it fell. Come on, don't do that to me right now. Okay, there you go. What else? What do you guys think? Does this look good? I think it looks superb. I can use the rest of the images for the second card. Yeah, so I'm just going to put this aside here, and I'm going to work with this one here. So I want to glue this to the edges, like here on this side of the platform. So what I'm going to do is, if I glue it like this, since I already have some color here, the glue should not show, but just to be safe, I'm going to use my Xyron maker here. Okay, again, if I can find it. Here. When I craft, I get these ideas. Okay, I don't plan for everything at the very first. Okay, so a few things, usually everything is in front of me, usually. Okay, but sometimes when I'm crafting, I get messy, and even the things in front of me, I'm not able to see them. So right now, I'm not able to see my Xyron maker, which I pretty much know is somewhere here only. Like the other day, I was not able to find the liquid glue on live, and it was sitting right in front of me, literally right in front of me. So yeah. So I'm very sure my Xyron maker is somewhere here only, but come on. Okay, I guess we'll just have to work out the. Oh, okay, found it. See, it was right in front of me. So here you go. So here is my Xyron maker, and it does not have any refill. Okay, let's see if I can find the refill on this one. I do have the refill, but I don't know how to refill this. Okay, let it go. I'm not gonna even bother. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. I'm gonna just work without it right now. Let's just work without it. I'm gonna show you how it looks later once I figure out how to refill my Xyron maker. So here I'm just gonna use some glue and glue this piece. I know my glue is gonna show a little bit, but that's okay, I guess. I'm using my fingers to just spread the glue, so hopefully it does not show as much. And what I'm doing is I'm gluing it a little bit below at the bottom, like I want it to be. Oops, sorry. Okay, I think so. Elizabeth says, I think it pops out the bottom. Well, I would just go ahead and do that later. So here I'm just gluing this one here. That's okay, Elizabeth, it's fine, let it go. I am gonna go ahead and just use this liquid glue, my trusty liquid glue. I think it looks nice. See, it does not really show. I think because of the colors, it does not show as much. So I guess I can wing it. So here you go, making sure everything is lined up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually trim off all the excess. So here. Well, you can pre-cut this, just cut the bottom and then do this. I think that would be easier. I think later and do before, so that's just me. So here you go. Trimming off the excess. That's it. So you see, isn't that looking cute? I think that's a very good addition to this card. I think it just makes the whole thing look even more cuter. So for my next piece, I'm gonna be more smart, and I'm just gonna first trim it out, and then glue it there. so that I don't have to worry about trimming it. You see? Just gonna add some glue all over. Make sure you're adding glue nicely, especially on the edges, so that the border is nicely glued. Okay, and here comes, I like to glue first the center. Okay, making sure I have enough on either side for my pieces to go and get glued. So, and since I've already cut my bottom, it's the bottom, make it straight, it's easier this time. I'm just lining up both the straight lines here, and that's all. And here, I'm just going to trim off the excess from both sides. And that finishes the background here. You can see I have a little bit excess from this side too. So I'm just gonna clean that here in a second. There you go. That looks nice. Look, don't fly away. So there you go. See, that's how it looks. And this is how the side looks. Oh my gosh, I love it. I just love the sides. So damn pretty. What do you guys think about it? I have two at home. Okay. So I'm just gonna remove all these itty bitty pieces that I trimmed off. And now we're gonna work on the sentiment for our card. I'm thinking to use Rubber Dub Dub, a new baby to love. I think that's gonna be a really cute sentiment. And I'm thinking to add that on the front here on two banners maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna stamp this on white cardstock and white strip of cardstocks, and using some black ink. Okay, so just grabbing some white cardstock here. Oopsie. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this looks nice and good. I'm just gonna use my trimmer and make sure that the edges are straight, so that when I'm trimming off the strips, it's nice and good. And I'm gonna use my Misty tool because I don't trust myself without it. So here is my magnet. So there will be two sentiments. Okay, so there will be like two strips of sentiments. So one will have Rubber Dub Dub and the other one will be a new baby to love. So just making sure it's straight here before I go ahead and stamp. Okay, just eyeballing it. Using some black ink to stamp my sentiments. Okay, did not do a good job. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that looks nice. Yeah, pretty. I'm just gonna keep my Misty aside, bring back my little trimmer. Just gonna quickly trim these sentiments. Okay. So there we have it, the two cute sentiments. So I'm just going to quickly create some fishtails. Both ends. and then glue them. Glue these just using a little bit of double-sided tape. So you do not want to use any foam tape on this platform. No foam tape anywhere on this platform, okay? So that's one thing, because the platform, since it's a pop-up platform, you do not need any more dimension. The whole dimension is the mechanism of the card. That's all. So that there is not going on, and we do not want to add any dimension, so that it's easy for us to make it flat and put it in an envelope. So there you go. A little bit here. You can use any die to create this. It's easier if you use a die. I just didn't have anything right now in front of me, so I prefer my scissors that way. Okay, so almost done here. So just gonna add a little bit of tape or maybe liquid glue. I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and use some liquid glue and glue these two sentiments. And that's gonna finish my card. I am so happy. I cannot express that in words, seriously. Okay, so stinking cute. Rub-a-dub-dub, a new baby to love. I'm almost singing here. Okay. There you go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Go straight. Go straight. Come on. There you go. So stinking cute. What do you guys think about it? I could see using that with the cloud. What? Sorry, I missed you there, Pam. Clouds and unicorns. Which one do you? Oh, the platform die. Are you talking about the whole platform die? Or this one, the border die that I added on the backgrounds? Yes, you can totally use that. Actually, you can create clouds out of it too. It's gonna look really cute. So see, that's my card. Whoopsie. It just pops there. So it's so easy to work. You can see that, right? I'm just making sure my sentiment strip is straight. It look like it's just not a little crooked. So just fixing that there. And there you go. So you see, it's very easy to, you see, just when you just push it a little bit, like put a pressure, and this just pops out. And here is how it is. Oh my god, I just love this. Yes, it's gonna be really cute. Yes, Pam, this, and it's super easy to assemble, like really easy to assemble. I mean, it cannot be easier than this, seriously. And it looks so stinking cute, like your own little scene there. So this is how my card looks. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm so glad you could join me here. Hi Nina, thank you for joining. So this is how my card looks. I am gonna finish my other one later, and I'm gonna post the pictures on my social media. So be on the lookout for the second one, okay? Probably by tomorrow. I'm just gonna post the pictures tomorrow, not today. I guess I have a couple of work to do, so I'm gonna finish that. And I have not yet posted my lawn fawn haul video, so I'm going to do that too. So be on the lookout for a couple of lawn fawn videos coming up next in this week. I have the haul video, and I also created one more card. I think you guys deserve a sneak peek for that. So let me find that card for you guys. I actually used, hold on one second. Where are the cards? Okay, maybe not today. Maybe you're just gonna see it when you see it. Yeah, I guess you will see it when you see it. I think my daughter was playing with the card, so I'm not gonna get that anytime soon. So yes, there. Look out for a magic picture changer card. I created it using the new stamp set from Lawn Fawn. So yes, that will be coming out. The video will be out this week. So look out for those two videos from Lawn Fawn. So yeah, and I will finish this card and I will post the pictures on my social media maybe by tomorrow. So yeah, that's all. Hey Janine, hi. I'm almost done here. You guys are late today. How are you guys? So this is the card I made. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please go ahead and catch me on rewatch and see how I did. I had two goof ups today in the video, but I'm okay. I'm glad I was able to create this. I just enjoyed so much creating this card. It's super easy and so much fun. So much fun to create. So just gonna be here for a few minutes and then I'm gonna go away. So if you guys have anything to say or anything to ask, any doubts or anything, just let me know. I'm here. Yes, it is the end, Janine. I'm so sorry. I have to go. I would love to sit and create this with you guys, but I just don't have the time right now. I'm gonna do it a little later in the evening, probably. So I'm sorry, but you can catch me on rewatch and let me know if you guys have any questions or anything. I will be happy to help you if you have any questions for the die or anything else. I would love to help you guys. So let me know in the comment section below. Yeah, I just love how it turned out. Thank you, Janine. Thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm sorry you guys didn't get the notification. You should be able to because I scheduled this live today at 10 a.m. So you should have been able to get the notification. I'm not sure what's wrong. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully by next week I would try and create the live like a day or two ahead so you guys get the notification. I'll schedule it like a day or two ahead of time. It's just that some days it's hard. Like since I have a little one, like day before yesterday she got cold and she stayed back at home. So if those are the days, then I had to all of a sudden cancel. So I like to schedule my lives just on the day when I'm sure that nothing is gonna bother me and I can go ahead and do the lives. So, but probably I'll just, yes, I'm just gonna go ahead and schedule it. And if there are any changes, I'm gonna let you guys know. Yes, that is so true. Sometimes YouTube is very moody. Okay, guys, I'm so glad to see you at least here for a few minutes. I hope you will watch this on rewatch and let me know if you have any questions or anything. I would love to chat you on comments. And be on lookout for a couple more videos from Lawn Fawn in this week. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe so that you get notifications for the videos. Okay. So here it is, the lovely platform pop-up die from Lawn Fawn. I had so much fun playing. So I'll see you next week again on live. Until then, happy crafting. Bye.